to tell you that we've seen some roller coaster weather over the past week. When you said we were just talking about how a lot of my beautiful flowers died already in the snow. Neal Denton joining us here today to answer your questions about caring for these plants. Thanks for being here, Neal.
Thank you.
All right, well, we have our first question. What can be done to repair broken limbs from snowstorms?
Well, you're going to see several limbs that have been broken. The best thing to do is to cut out the broken limb and try to cut it where there's a good bark limb junction, so that there's a bark there. There's always a swelling where the limb attaches, and you want to cut just above that. That will allow it to heal over. If in the case of the pictures that you may be seeing there, if it has stripped down the bark, you want to try to get as much of that out as you can and cut the top, in this case, to where there's another strong limb junction.
Okay.
Most of those trees are going to rebound. You just need to keep a close eye and make sure you don't let a lot of stems grow up out of the same spot.
Okay.
So they'll crowd each other. Try to get it down to one or at the most two stems.
We have a similar question about shrubs and plants. That snow is heavy for some of these plants. So if it weighed them down, will they be returning to their former glory?
They will, in a way. They won't completely upright, most of them. But what they will do is they'll start to upright, and then you may have a crook in that limb in the future.
Okay. Well,
but generally, for the evergreen shrubs and things, they're going to fill in. You won't notice it unless you go inside the shrub and look.
And usually we're not inside the shrub.
Normally you're not inside. Now, you want to check those limbs very carefully because they may have cracked and maybe a weak limb you don't realize it.
Right.
So look closely where the bend is. If it's cracked, it may be something you want to take out.
Good answer. And then with the weather finally warming up, weed control, is it time or is it too early? It is, okay.
It is time for weed and feed, and also it's time to go ahead and put down your crabgrass preventers for your lawns.
Okay, all right. So we're pretty much done with any more snow, right? Well,
we hope. It can still happen. I saw an April snowfall in upper East Tennessee when I was in college of 15 inches in the first week of April. So it can happen.
All right, well, Cassie, let's just fingers crossed we don't have 15 inches of snow.